know.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, family. Welcome. Listen. Welcome back. Don't you worry about a thing. I know you're looking at that chair, but trust me, someone will be in it in just a moment. All right? So welcome back to Story Time.
Story time. Story time.
I am just one of those. I'm Bonnie G. Good to see you all. Such a pleasure to be back on this good old Monday that wasn't promised to me.
Yes, me either.
And if you don't know who sit on the left side of me, is none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat.
But
that's right. We used to do it for ourselves, but now we do it for the community because we're community minded. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And then when you see Auntie Shani, she gonna be in there just a minute, and then we're gonna go over our song all over again. Okay, so we got to do it in completion.
Yes.
It just doesn't hit. As you know, we are in the first book of Maccabees, and we have learned, if nothing else, why they snatched this book out. Okay.
Yeah.
Snatched it completely out.
Completely.
And if you're wondering, Maccabees, where do I get that? Girl, that's a good question. Brother man, that's a good question. We got that book on cipher.net, okay, not .com, because you will not find it. And what we didn't do was pay full price for it.
That's right.
Make sure you use your Storytime discount, okay? Don't pay full price for nothing. And don't worry, we don't get no kickback from it. We just actually asking for a discount for the people because we don't believe in paying full price.
Yes.
Not if you don't have to. Now, if you want to, that's your business. But the discount is there. Just remember that the O in the word story is actually a 0, and the E in the actual word time is actually a 3 as we're going back to the covenant. All right? As we do every story time, we read the scripture. So today we are reading Psalms 40. And it said, it says, because it's still going to be there whether you look at it or not. I said it like it disappeared.
Yeah.
Like and it said, and it says, okay, I waited patiently for Yahuwah, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. He brought me up also out of a horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. And he has put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our Elohim. Many shall see it and fear, and shall trust in Yahuwah. Blessed is that man that makes Yahuwah his trust, and respects not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Many, O Yahuwah Elohai, are your wonderful works, which you have done, and your thoughts which are towards us, to us, Lord, they cannot be reckoned up in order unto you. If I would declare and speak of them, they are more than can be numbered. Sacrifice and offering you did not desire, but a body you have prepared me. Ascending smoke offering and sin offering have you not required. Then said I, lo, I come. In the rolls of the Sefer, it is written of me. I delight to do your will, O Elohai. Yea, your Torah is within my heart. I have preached righteousness in the great assembly. Lo, I have refrained my lips. O Yahuwah, you know. I have not hid your righteousness within my heart. I have declared your faithfulness and your salvation. I have not concealed your loving kindness and your truth from the great assembly. Withhold not you your tender mercies from me. O Yahuwah, let your loving kindness and your truth continually preserve me. I just read on Psalms 40. I have that was not by accident, although it looked like an accident for me because I didn't realize what I was scrolling to. And so I'm just going to believe that was intentional and that he wanted us to read that scripture today.
Yeah, I like that continually.
Yes.
It's ongoing.
Absolutely.
You don't just do stuff and stop.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let your truth continually preserve me. May Yah add a blessing to the hearer and reader of his word.
Yes, yes.
Shalom, my people. Shalom, my family. Welcome again to Story Time.
Yes.
We again are in the book of Maccabees, the first book. There are many books. There are 4 books, so we're about to get a lot out of it.
Yes. Car come up, but
Let me go ahead. What
I'm
chapter
trying
did
to
we
rem-
read?
I know we're on 3 and we're at the end of 3 because we're at that place where they were doing a whole bunch of things were coming after them for war.
Yes.
And they kept defeating them.
Left and
These
right.
king, and then there's one king with all this. They waited to Judah Maccabee and his crew was like away, and they went in and started wasting Jerusalem. And then he prayed.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember.
Did we finish?
I think we finished the prayer.
The prayer.
And then now I think we're on 58 where he says,
Yes.
arm yourselves.
Yes.
I think that's where we are.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to. So go ahead and give a recap.
That was my recap.
Oh, that was your recap. Oh, it was so.
Well, yeah, because a bunch of armies was coming up. Basically, if you are in Torah and you are keeping Torah and you are keeping the commandments, you can't lose because it's not really you fighting.
Right.
Yahuwah's undefeated.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So if you get defeated, it's because somebody ain't doing something right, and Yahuwah's like, I'm not fighting.
Well, you saw that when it was sitting in the camp, right?
Yeah.
It cost many of our people lives because they had something.
Because they were disobedient. He said, I'm not fighting that fight.
And then if you notice the language is they were always fighting on behalf of the people.
Mm-hmm.
They were always fighting not for themselves. It was like, you don't even have to worry about it because it's going to be Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And dude just jumped at him like, let me show you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's always for the people.
Yeah.
Always for the people.
Because basically Yahuwah is using you or them or whoever
Absolutely.
to fight, but it's really him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He needs a body. Okay.
Yes.
He does. He needs
Tell you.
hands and feet.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah, and if you have ever experienced, you could be teaching, talking with somebody wherever or whatever, where you felt you were really out of control, like you weren't controlled, like you were watching yourself. That's when he took over.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I know y'all had those experiences. Yeah. Don't let me tell you what you had, but I'm just gonna believe that you've had those experiences to the 7 people. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start on the first book of Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 55.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm letting Auntie Shawnee get it because she's a good reader.
We're on 55.
Okay, let's start there.
Okay. And after this, Yehuda ordained captains over the people, even captains over thousands and over hundreds and over 50s and over 10s. But as for such as were building houses or had betrothed women or were planting vineyards or were fearful, those he commanded that they should return, every man to his own house according to the Torah.
Okay, so we see this even happen in Gideon's time. Y'all remember?
Yes.
Those that wasn't paying attention, that was laughing.
He only kept those fearful and you wanted to go home.
He says, them ain't the ones. Them ain't the ones. Y'all go home, be a husband to your wife. Y'all go home and run your business because your mind is there.
Right.
I need y'all mind to be in this fight right here. I need you to be present mentally and physically.
Yeah.
So we see this, and again, he ain't into numbers. But by the way, y'all, why are we the minority? Did y'all see how many people he was talking to? He said over thousands, over hundreds, over 50s, over 10s. How are we the minority in today's time?
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
We just didn't dwindle down.
Yeah.
We're
still definitely not the minority.
Absolutely. We're still popping out kids, okay?
And that's something they do not want to know.
Like, get on birth control. Girl, I had them kids, sis.
That's why they doing the whole baby formula scam. We need to kill some of these babies. Sorry, Pharaoh.
No, ma'am, no, sir. I know I wouldn't have my children sucking on none of that formula. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't trust it. Gotta find you a wet nurse.
Yep. Or ask y'all to increase you
something
so that you can feed your baby, because I don't know where that stuff came from overseas.
Right. And what's in there. Okay.
Right.
We're not doing that. So the camp removed, and pitched upon the south side of Yamim. And Yehuda said, arm yourselves and be valiant men, and see ye be in readiness against the morning, that ye may fight with these nations that are assembled together against us to destroy us and our sanctuary. For it is better for us to die in battle than to behold the calamities of our people and our sanctuary. Nevertheless, as the will of Elohim is in heaven, so let him do.
You know what the exciting thing is? This joint is about to go down again.
It's about to go down.
That's the exciting part. Everything comes around y'all. Nothing new is under the sun.
Nothing.
This is about to go down.
This is about to go down again.
We literally about to be the hunters, and not in a. It's only like if you come and step to us.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We're not just going to be
Yes.
petty and do it. That's
Yeah.
not it. And
That's
again,
not us.
we know, because if it ain't the Ruach's leading, we know we're going to fail.
Yeah.
We know that without his spirit behind us,
Yes.
we ain't killing nobody.
Wait, no.
Okay? We ain't slaughtering nobody.
No. We
But
gonna
when
end up
y'all
dead.
say go,
We-
say the word. Say the word, okay? We about to be in there, leaping, okay?
Mhm.
And then there's no fear of death because we know where we're going. We've been reading about it.
Yeah.
So we like,
Yeah.
it's life on the other side for us too.
We
Come
going up there and dance with Yahuwah.
I mean, we
That's
got,
what
there
I'm
is
talking.
categories. Okay?
You start just speaking my language.
That's it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
As the dancer, okay?
Can't wait.
I'm going to play with the little babies.
Okay. Yeah, that's where you gonna be.
I love the little babies.
That's exactly.
You
where she
know,
gonna
they got the little babies there.
be.
And so we know where we're going. So when he says go, green light, I'm not going to be, it's going to be a go.
It's gonna be on.
On and cracking.
I'm like, welcome.
Oh, she got us on a big screen tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
Have your way.
Chapter 4. Then took Georgius 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen, and removed out of the camp by night, to the end he might rush upon them of the Yehudim and smite them suddenly. Okay, sounds like an ambush.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the men of the fortress were his guides.
So whoever this George is, he grabbed these men.
He's the opponent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, he's the opponent.
But Yehuda told him, like, get this together. So in the morning, you already know.
Yeah. So he was just gonna rush him.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever this George's person
Come on,
is.
step up. Come on, nation. Step up. Get these hands.
Now when Yehuda heard thereof, he himself removed, and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army with which was at Yamim.
Oh, so he hears that they coming us around. He's like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they gonna
Mhm.
rush in, all right. You get nothing. No one.
While as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. In the mean season came Georgius by night into the camp of Yehuda. And when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains, for, said he, these fellows flee from us.
He thought they was scared.
He's like, they left us. They come in and follow.
Mhm.
Well, what else we gonna do? You know, we
Yeah.
operating in wisdom. You know,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be wise for us to stay there.
That
And he acting like they must be scared of us. They running from us. No.
We about to see what happened.
Mm-mm. First of all, how they running y'all when they really didn't know y'all was coming.
But and
But
then,
Yehuda just found out y'all was coming.
but
You
that's
don't
just
even
like
know.
the Most High. He ain't
Mhm.
gonna let you,
Yeah.
get it from
Get ambushed.
Yeah, get ambushed.
he
If you
leaves
ain't coming,
without
he gonna be like,
unawares.
hey, he lets you hear
He
things that you ain't supposed to be
Yes.
privileged to.
He gives
Yes.
you the inside
He
track.
give you insight, and you like, oh, really? All right.
Okay.
And you shut your mouth and you do what you need to do. Okay, we leave it in the night, in the middle of the night.
I love it. That's that same voice that spoke to Joseph, said, hey, get up and get the girl
Yeah.
and get the baby.
Yeah.
Take your tail to Egypt. That's
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
same voice.
Yep.
Yeah. You didn't do it. We don't do it on our own.
We don't.
Yep.
I'm telling you,
No.
we're not some smart people. We're not. It's the Ruach.
He make us look like we rocket scientists.
Absolutely,
We're
but
really
it's the
not.
Ruach.
We're really not.
It's the
It's
Ruach.
the Ruach HaKodesh for real. All right, verse 6. But as soon as it was day, Yehuda showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords in their minds.
To their minds.
To their minds. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed and compassed round about with horsemen. And these were expert of war. Then said Yehuda to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea when Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
Wait, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, this is powerful because we just learned, I just learned that it just wasn't a part of one, like it just wasn't no one part.
Right.
Like
right.
the real power is
one party.
one party. Thank you. The real power, not only just the one, he made 12 lanes.
12.
12 lanes.
10 plus 2.
Yep.
For each tribe to go down. So he's saying, remember when our forefathers had to get away, Yah made it away for them. So if basically he said, if he did it before,
he can do it again.
Yeah. Same Yah back then, same Yah right now.
Hey. Okay,
That's basically what he was saying. But he was saying it in tune, in the right key, and with the right beat.
You were fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And
so it is the same. He's
absolutely.
The same, yeah.
Yes. Same thing. And then he's telling them, don't trip about them got the armor and we ain't got nothing. What we got is these hands, okay? What we got is Yahweh on our side.
Yep.
And he don't move in numbers. He ain't tripping with numbers. Don't look at that. We're gonna sweep these Negroes and we're gonna sweep them.
These other nations.
These other nations.
Up in here.
We're gonna sweep them, okay?
Yes. Now therefore let us cry unto heaven, if perchance Yahuwah will have mercy upon us and remember the covenant of our fathers and destroy this host before our face this day. That so all the heathen know that there is one who delivers and saves Yasharel.
See, they're dependent solely on Yahuwah. If Yahuwah wants us to win, we're gonna win.
So who may be known?
Yahuwah.
Not that we Judah. We ain't trying to build up a name or a reputation on ourselves, but for our Elohim, so they know these folks don't try him. Yeah,
they know there's a covenant with us.
Yep, and we ain't about to let us go and pray.
Yeah,
and that's really what we should be doing when we're facing obstacles in our life. Yeah, let us go pray and see what this is about. Yeah, and then you fight how he tells you to fight.
Yep, it works. That's all I can tell you. It worked back then, it works now.
Absolutely.
Yahuwah back then, Yahuwah now.
That's right.
Yep.
Verse 12, then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle. But they that were with Yehuda sounded their shofars. They joined battle, and the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain.
They run it again.
First off, they got so uncomfortable. Wait a minute, what's going on? Wait a minute.
They were getting beat.
And they forgot everything that they had. They had more weapons. None of that came to their mind. More people.
It means nothing.
They forgot what they had. Listen, physically, they were prepared, okay? And they could have taken them down. But because Yahuwah stirred up that confusion, it was like, we're getting out of here.
Yep.
None of this stuff none of this stuff matter.
And just think when you think of Yasrael or Judah in particular, we have an angel of might.
Yes, that's right.
So that's strength. So when you getting pounced on and you hear the cry of Judah, because remember, the tribe of Judah has a cry. When you hear all that, and they could have been singing while they was doing it.
Yep, very well.
Like, wait, these people crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And we lose it.
singing and playing the shofar. Like what in the what they
What's
doing?
all these
I thought we was
horns?
about to fight. Why
Yeah.
What I'm about to do is leave.
Psalm 68:25 talks about the battle being forerun with the musicians, the dancers, and the singers, and they go before the army, literally go before the army. So the people are looking at them like, wait, is we cha-cha-ing it?
Right.
We praise when we fight.
Is
Right,
this
what we doing?
Is this West Side Story? Am I?
Yeah, right.
What is this musical? What
Right.
We're supposed to be fighting. Did you know that I have an against you?
Yeah.
And I want to put my hands on you.
Right.
And they probably have them,
Right.
well, we would call them gangster rappers, but they probably have them rappers like, we coming for you. Yeah, we're coming for
And
you.
the opponent's like, all right, but let's okay.
Yeah.
Are we fighting? Are we dancing?
They
They
couldn't
were
understand
scared.
it. It confused them.
Yeah, it confused
But
them like.
because the Most High inhabits the praises of His people,
Yeah.
what does that habitation look or feel
Yeah.
like?
And what do they see when they look? We're
Absolutely.
praising, but they see.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
They probably
They see, oh, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, they
Yeah.
dancing.
Mhm.
I'm out of here.
What am I just saying? She said, by the way, that formula is from Switzerland.
I don't
Girl,
care
want
where
no,
it's from.
I want no parts
Switzerland
in it.
is
And I ain't-
Japheth.
and I ain't expecting anyway, but still, I don't want none of my brothers and sisters to be getting none of that stuff.
Me either.
That is crazy to know that's from Switzerland.
Right. Why?
Exactly.
Why?
You mean tell me the United States with all the money that they have, you can't make your own baby formula?
Yes.
You got to outsource it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All these factories.
How about all these warehouses that
Oh,
have
yeah.
stuff stockpiled?
Right.
Random stuff like formula stockpiled.
Baby clothes, diapers, all that stuff.
All of that.
They better not mess with me. I'll go buy a bunch of it and send it to Japheth's children. Don't mess with me.
Verse 15.
So y'all showing on formula. Here you go. This formula.
Well, you try to hand
Make
it out
sure
to
you
our
don't give it
community.
to the black people. That's what I'm gonna tell them.
Well,
It's the good stuff, and I
She
may
said
even
the good
charge them
stuff.
for it.
She
You
said
know
the good
what?
stuff.
But you ain't gonna let me do that. So I'm just saying, in my scenario,
What verse we on?
We on verse 15.
y'all want to play with me?
They don't want no parts of Auntie
Y'all
They
Shelly.
don't
want to
want the
surround my people?
They don't
Oh,
want to smoke Auntie Shelly.
They
we
don't.
ain't in the camp. We surrounding y'all with some baby formula. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Gangster. Okay.
She, man, I'm telling you.
I'm not. Just saying.
She just saying, y'all. Don't take her to heart. But she just saying. Pick up what she's saying, okay?
Verse 15. Howbeit, all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword, for they pursued them unto Gaza, and unto the plains of Edom, and Ashdod, and Yavaniah, so that there were slain of them upon 3,000 men.
And that was the
Well,
people that was left behind.
That's the people in the back that
Yeah.
was left behind.
Mhm.
Don't play with us.
They started off with looks like 4,000 people.
There's
Time got these people thinking that they is fabulous
they're
Yeah.
untouchable.
Marvelous.
Mhm.
and untouchable
They're
and above the
untouchable.
law.
And y'all couldn't
Yeah.
even run fast enough.
Yes.
And where was your people at? They didn't turn around like, oh no, they got our people.
Right.
They left
They
you
left
back
you.
there. They left
slaughtered.
you. Yes.
They ain't for their nation.
Yeah, right.
No,
Every
they're not
man
for
for
their
themselves.
nation.
Yep. They left you.
But we fighting because we fighting for
Mhm.
our nation
Mhm.
and for remember all this is going on because they're trying to keep
Mhm.
Torah out.
Yeah.
So we're fighting for
Yeah.
Torah.
Yeah.
You fighting for greed.
Right.
Of
You
course
fighting
you
for
gonna
to be
win.
the hero of the day.
So your name can be remembered.
Mhm.
Of course you're gonna get
But we
these
remember
in.
your name. Chicken.
Absolutely. There you go. Dad called you Machine Gun Shelly,
Who else? Somebody else call me that?
her husband.
Yeah, I was trying to
Uncle
look it
Aaron.
up.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I don't.
Yes, yes.
mhm.
That would have been her name. But Auntie Shelly on the beat. But bump is more safe.
Yeah, but she gonna make too much noise.
Right. The page will be shut down, okay? Completely shut down, okay?
For sure.
Let me
But
stop.
they have the lady, the older lady addressed as Machine Gun Shelly. I'm not sure if that is appropriate or if we should feel threatened.
Yes.
Well, let's take it back to
That's-
Torah times because Aaron did call you Slingshot Shelly too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What exactly is she slinging?
Is she calling us Goliath?
Right? Is she going to slay us with a rock
Oh
of
my.
prophecy?
She calls herself
I
King
don't think she
David's
has a problem.
daughter.
Listen. Okay, let's go
We
back.
gonna stop.
All right. Verse 16. This done, Yehuda returned again with his host from pursuing them, and said to the people, "Be not greedy of the spoil, inasmuch as there is a battle before us.
Mm-hmm.
And Georgius and his hosts are here by us in the mountain. But stand ye now against our enemies and overcome them. And after this, ye may boldly take the
Yeah.
spoil."
See,
Right.
So
that's
he's like,
smart.
leave
Keep your
that stuff
focus.
there
Keep your
Mhm.
and
focus.
stay focused on the
We
war.
still in battle.
Yep.
We're still in battle.
They just in the mountains. They gonna
Yeah.
come down.
They're coming
Be
down.
focused. Be
Mhm.
ready. And then after, when you
After when the battle was
It's over,
over, we'll
take what
talk
you need.
about
Yeah.
it.
Take what you
That's the same thing with reparations.
don't
We ain't
worry
concerned
about
about that right now.
because
yeah.
we're gonna leave this
Because we
place
don't
with
want
great
what they
spoil.
want to give us, right?
Right.
We don't want what they're going to give us right now.
Yeah, they want
It's
to issue
not-
out what they want to give us,
Right.
But we're gonna leave here with great
Yeah.
spoil.
They want to give us the fake stuff.
Yep, absolutely. Y'all
Wait
just
till the
said stay
battle's over.
focused.
Mhm.
Continue to tell people who I am. Continue to
Mhm.
point people back to the covenant. Don't worry about that stuff because
Yep.
when the awakening reach who I needed to
Yep.
reach,
Yep.
then y'all get the stuff.
Yeah.
They don't understand.
When
bake
it's all
rubs.
over, wait till
The
it's
way they
over.
don't understand bake
Wait
rubs.
till the battle is
You
over.
Wait till the
understand me?
bank is
They're
over.
not gonna understand bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about to understand
Yeah.
bankruptcy.
Yes.
Exactly, because when
Yeah.
the jewels leave, baby, that's the only reason why you're blessed.
Yeah.
It's because you have
The
us here.
jewels.
The
Exactly.
Jews, yeah, the Jews are the people.
But when we
The
leave,
jewels
Yes.
you're gonna be
out there.
You're going to be broke.
now. How do you make these shoes?
How do you make
How can we
cornbread?
get shoes? How can we get people to buy these shoes?
Yeah.
They're not trendy enough. What are we missing? Creativity,
Know-how.
the know-how. But when we leave, because you always telling us go back to Africa.
Mhm.
But when we go where Yah tells us to go, you gonna be
Yeah.
you gonna be sitting there twiddling your thumbs,
Yeah.
sir, man.
So don't be so worried about, oh, I got to get rich now. No, you don't.
No, you
No, you
You
don't.
just need to
You
follow.
gotta get exactly. You gotta get obedient now.
You better get rich in that Torah.
That's it.
That's what you need to get rich in right now.
Those who are in Torah, in covenant with the Most High, whether he comes quickly or he delays his return, it's a win-win. for
Yeah.
folks.
Fact.
I'm
Yes.
just saying.
Yes. Yes.
So
Absolutely.
Yes.
that's it. That's all.
Yep.
We ain't got to worry.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm. Welcome to story time.
All right. It says in verse 19, as Yehuda was yet speaking these words, there appeared a part of them looking out of the mountain.
So they peeking now. Like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, girl, they still
How
there,
many of them?
and
is
none
it?
of them died.
But 3,000 of our people
Yeah,
gone.
they gone.
Who, when they perceived that the Yahudim had put their host to flight and were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared was what was done. When therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid, and seeing also the host of Yehuda in the plain ready to fight.
Oh, you thought we were gonna be relaxed?
They thought I was going to go for the see, if you too busy trying to get stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's mine. Oh, the enemy gonna come right in. That's why he said, us.
So they up in the mountains and they see
Peeking.
Yeah, they
Yahudim down in the
Peak,
Look
ready.
and they hear the Yehudim going, warriors.
Yeah.
Yes. They're like, oh, girl,
He said, wait, they ready.
they ain't got distracted. They ain't.
They
taking the
ready for
spoils.
us.
They ready. What shall we do, sir?
Mm-mm.
Shalom, husband.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, and the two shall become one. Okay.
Hallelujah.
Oh, okay.
All right. 21. Oh no,
22.
22.
See, you didn't talk
They
about that.
okay. They fled everyone into the land of strangers. Then Yahudah returned the spoil to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches. After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving and praised Yahuwah in heaven, because he is good, because his mercy endures forever.
They didn't even have to fight again.
They sure did.
That was
Just
awesome.
stand there ready.
That's it. Just be
If
ready.
it was like, I'm out of here.
They said, you know what? I see the smoke. I don't want it.
I don't want to.
That was it.
I already had to run. I'm not going yet. Dude, what was dude's name? George.
Yeah.
I'm a check it. You ain't even
Yeah.
got to invite me over for dinner. I'm not. I'm not.
You know,
going
in
with
fact,
you no more.
I don't even want to be a part of you. I don't know you. I'm out.
I may move away. I'm just.
I'm gonna start a new life, okay?
I'm gonna start a whole new life. Okay?
Right. And meanwhile, they just joy. The joy got my joy back.
Yeah. And then they went in and got the goods.
And got the goods.
Got them all.
Sung a song. See, singing is a part of who we are.
It's really war.
Yes, it is.
Praise is a weapon.
It
Absolutely. And that's why they weaponize it.
Yeah.
That's why they keep it in manipulation.
Yep.
Because
That's why they manipulate our music.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's power and it's a weapon. That's why they weaponize our music.
Yep. And they turned it on us.
Absolutely.
We got to turn it right back.
While they can sing about songs going, I'm going to the store.
Yeah.
To get me a good old sale. We get
seriously
bang bang. They can sing songs about love, being heartbroken and forgiving that love and going back to that relationship. We get F that.
Yep. And be called bees and
we get that.
Yeah.
It weaponizing our music.
Yeah. Yep.
If I can get you to see your brother in the way that I want you to see him,
yep.
Why not?
Come out of her.
Yep. Come out of her. Stop worrying about this money system they have.
Yeah.
Come out of her.
Come out of her. Y'all thought he was talking about this church? Oh no. Come out of that mindset.
The whole system.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we see. Go ahead, Kurt. Go ahead.
25. Thus Yasharel had a great deliverance that day. Now, all the strangers that had escaped came and told Lysias what had happened, who, when he heard thereof, was confounded and discouraged, because neither such things as he were done unto Yasharel, nor such things as the king commanded him were come to pass. So he was mad
because it didn't work.
It didn't work. And he was confused. How was this so?
All the people we done sent against y'all, we knew how many y'all had. We could count them
right
in our hand.
All this money I spent,
yes, and y'all lost. What do you mean 3,000 people died?
And 3,000 people died.
And the rest didn't even want to go.
Why didn't you fight? If you saw what I saw,
see what had happened was
exactly. I saw the smoke and didn't want to take no part in it.
All this money we spent on CERN, all this money we spent in NASA, trying to break through the what do you mean it didn't work?
It didn't work. Y'all, look what y'all come from though. In all seriousness, this is what y'all come from.
Yeah.
These people y'all related to. Not for the people that ran it and didn't want to smoke. But the one that gave the smoke. Y'all related.
Yeah.
Let me see. Aaron goes on to say, now I see why the police stops us. We always stripped with praise.
He must have been strapped.
Yeah. Yes.
And then Pray Boy says, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, I was like EWF.
Sing a song.
I always thought that was spiritual and not Randy. Not sure, because you
that probably mean worldly or something like that, or R&B.
R&B. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Now the song, sing a song, is all in my head. Sing a song. Oh, strap. Got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I figured he meant. Yeah. We just don't know how powerful that is, but Yeah.
Absolutely. There was a lot of songs that back in y'all days that was really prophetic. That was really nuggets, leaving us nuggets of who we are.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It was
and now
crazy.
It's gone. Like, what
Moray,
is this songs?
Moray, Eric brought up the one by the Emotions. Blessed be the ties that bind.
Oh.
Blessed.
Oh, I don't think I heard that.
The ties that bind. Ooh, blessed.
I think I heard that song before.
That was before my time, but that's
go back. Good. That you know that song once you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh,
yeah, it's ringing the bell.
What the bell sound like?
Ding.
Oh.
But
No. I didn't call you just old. I just said you're older. Okay.
Yes.
Look, Pray Boy said y'all
emotions.
Days. Oh, emotions. Okay.
Okay.
No, back in my. You know what? We're gonna get back in.
Let's go back.
There's no way I can come from that.
Verse 28. The next year, therefore, following Lysias gathered together 70,000. 30, 60, not because that's 3 times. That's 9.
Is that 3?
Listen,
is that 90,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
3,000. He said, well, 3,000 was enough for him to lose. Okay. This is where they only focus on the agenda. They don't care who they got to lose.
30,000.
Yeah.
30,000 choice men of
foot
and 5,000 horsemen that he might subdue them.
Yeah, last time he had 5,000 footmen and 1,000 horsemen. So now I guess he figured I'm going to spend more money and I'll send more people. Now let's see what y'all doing. That's hatred.
What is going on?
Okay, how do we just go back to
we're back.
Sorry. He said, now I'm gonna spend more money, we're gonna get more people, and we're gonna win this time.
Okay.
They just keep getting more and more people, but
and that's what they do. That's what they do. They just like at the expense of their people. They don't care as long as the agenda is done.
Don't care.
But think about the Rothschilds, and the Rockefellers that they war is money.
Yes.
So this dude is like thinking that if he can overcome,
it's the same spirit, like from even like the Tower of Babel.
It was
it's the same spirit.
That's crazy.
He thinking one of these is going to work.
That's crazy. How you can think like this?
And they do it today.
They do.
I tell you, that's why we got CERN. That's why we got NASA. Yeah. Well, we had NASA. That didn't work too good. It ain't working. We still ain't broke through.
You haven't heard nothing from.
We still ain't broke through.
NASA
no, they still ain't. They never went to the
because whenever we expose something, they try to put you in some other, like get you off of it.
Yeah, and they and then they send one of their people. Hey, I need you to commit a mass murder.
Yeah,
we need the people to stop talking about this.
Now they got CERN, we hip to CERN. Now they got vaccines and
we hip to that.
And they're gonna put the stuff in your body, chips in your body to control you. That's gonna be their army.
Exactly. Don't think some of us ain't in this.
That's what
remember, some of us is on the opponent's side
on purpose.
On purpose, absolutely, because they gave up the Torah. So keep that in mind too. I mean, it is what it's going to be.
It truly is.
Go ahead.
All right. Verse 29. So they came into Edom and pitched their tents by Beit Sura. And Yehuda met them with 10,000 men. So 30,000 and then 35,000. So 35,000, he got 10,000. And when he saw that mighty army, he prayed and said, Blessed are you, O Savior of Yasharel, who did quell the violence of the mighty man by the hand of your servant David, and gave the host of strangers into the hands of Jonathan, the son of Shaul, and his armor bearer. Shut up this army in the hand of your people Yasharel, and let them be confounded in their power and horsemen. Make them to be of no courage, and cause the boldness of their strength to fall away, and let them quake at their destruction. Cast them down with the sword of them that love you, and let those that know your name praise you with thanksgiving.
Y'all, we see this in what is it? Second Chronicles? No, not Second Chronicles. When enlarge my territory.
Jabez.
Yeah. Same
Mhm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is something when we are connected. When
Yes.
this stuff is hitting us, like what they're doing, trying to get us to just give in.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go to our source, which is the Father. He is not a resource. He is strictly the source.
Yes.
They are not relying on their education. They're not relying on their ability. They're not relying on what their mama told them.
Yep.
They are strictly relying on their source, which is Yahweh. When we are when things come against us, remember to go to the source.
Yes.
Because that's where we get our victory from, not from whatever background you come from. It is truly from Yahuwah himself.
Yes. And this is prayers like this. We're at war. This is a wartime prayer.
Yes.
They're still trying to tell us turn the cheek. Oh, they slapped you. Just turn cheek. Turn cheek. Turn the cheek is not a wartime. First of all, it don't even really mean that. Let's just get that out the way. This we can pray this prayer. Yahuwah, they are coming at us. Confound them. Just like you used David against Goliath. Just how you used whoever Joshua against Jericho.
Absolutely.
Make they stuff fall. Make the whole city fall. Yeah, Gideon. Just like you used Gideon. Like we can do that just like he did. He went back to the history just like you did it then. We need it right now.
We need it right now. And they didn't have to fight. The people got confused. Listen.
They killed each other.
And
a whole lot of times. Yeah, a whole lot of times.
They thought they heard something. They got scared.
They started killing each other.
They started killing each other. Like, what?
You need to start calling the part of Yahuwah that you need at that moment. And by that, because we know because he's the source.
He is.
If you need an army, tell him you need an army.
Yeah,
I need you to fight. See, I need you to come fight.
Absolutely.
I need you to come heal.
Yep, I need you to give me a strategy. What's the strategy? How do you want me to move, y'all?
Whatever it is you need, call Yahuwah.
Just like he made Abraham look crazy to the that's what just go out straight crazy. He ain't gonna even want to fool with you. Just do whatever you want to do, okay? Whatever you need, go to the Father. Don't go off of your own education. Don't go after your own ability. Because it's Yahweh that allowed you to receive the education that you had, and he's allowed you to have the ability that you have, so you might as well go to the source anyway.
That's right.
Yep.
He's our all in all, the great I am. You're right.
I'm all what you need.
I'm all what I need. Yeah.
And just accept his answer, because he may say, okay, I'm going to need you to lay low for a minute. Remember, even the angels went to him and said, I want to leave.
Yeah. I'm tired of it.
I want to leave this body. He's like, no, sorry. You got to go back.
You gotta stay there.
You got to stay there.
But even then, he went to him.
Yep, he went to the
can I leave? Leave, daddy, leave.
Absolutely.
Nope,
that angel had the power to leave himself, but he still went to the source.
To ask permission.
Yep. You want to leave?
If an angelic being understands how much more should we?
And we're created a little little under them or above them. We're above them.
Yeah.
But not by much.
But that's what I'm saying. How much more should we?
Absolutely.
Because we're made in the image and
likeness.
likeness.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
We should be like obeying yesterday.
Yeah. And I think this is why the Most High have us reading Maccabees, because he's like, I need to remind you guys how you should
Yes.
seek me
Posture
in the
ourselves.
state of
Yes.
war, because we
Yes,
are in a war.
We're
and
in
they're
a
trying
war
to
right
keep-
now.
Absolutely.
Flat
This
out.
is wartime.
Flat out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and when it talks about the angels, is because they were created first. That's one of
Yes.
hasitation like.
Yeah.
I was here before.
Yes.
We need to go up in order. It's like no. They're made in my image. You were here first because I made you for them. I got everything ready for them. Then I brought them into the party. That's how this is gonna go.
Yep.
So we need to go to him for everything.
For everything.
At that.
That is your father.
Oh, let me stop. Sorry.
Go ahead.
She likes to sing. She on a
She
singing
on a
roll.
singing, huh? Listen.
All right. Verse 34. So they joined the battle, and there were slain of the host of Lysias about 5,000 men. Who he killed? They killed 5,000 of their men. Even before them were they slain.
Wait, did you skip some verses?
No.
No, we did all this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we did.
That was
we did
the prayer.
Oh. Oh, you're right. My bad.
Verse 35. Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Yehuda's soldiers, and how they were ready either to live or die valiantly, he went into Antioch and gathered together a company of strangers. And having made his army greater than it was, he purposed to come again into Yehuda.
He is
He's
determined.
Yes. Absolutely.
You grabbing up mercenaries.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't even know these people.
No,
They could turn against you in a minute. You don't even know.
You don't know. You just
I'm
listen. You was
Come.
going to the park. You just grab. Hey, come on,
Yeah.
sir. I'm going to the park.
I'm gonna give you $5,000. Come with me.
Come on. We can do this. Come on. I just need a few more, yeah.
$5,000 a piece. I'm gonna give it to you.
That's
Don't fight for me.
hatred
Yeah.
by any means
It
necessary. I'm getting these people.
Absolutely. You don't care about the people that's being slain left and right.
Mm-mm.
You just only want your agenda to be done.
And he says he sees the manliness of Yahuwah's
And that's
soldiers.
what Satan has used greatly in our
Yes.
population.
Yes.
Let me
They
get you
don't
to
like
question your
to see-
sexuality, and
Mhm.
that's
Come on.
exactly what they have done. Let me get you were really born to be a woman.
Yeah.
Go on and get your stuff done.
Mhm. And you see them ain't the ones getting killed.
Absolutely. And you
It's the
see that.
manly ones.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You see the ones that's getting put on these high platforms
Yep.
are those that live that lifestyle.
Mhm.
It is what it is, y'all. Y'all know it ain't new.
Mhm.
But he's after that because
Yeah.
he know I can
If it's too many men.
This is why they put this book
But-
out of here.
Hey, but what you don't know is you better read up on Yehuda and all the women and Deborah and Yael
Absolutely.
and all them, because we'll come for you too.
absolutely
Don't play with us.
don't.
Don't play with us.
Don't.
Yeah, the man supposed to go to war, but come into my house while my man gone at war.
Oh, you're gonna get done.
You gonna get a nail in your head.
Show is.
Try.
Just look. Dude wasn't the first one that came up with that joke. Just go to sleep.
Right.
Just be all right.
She
Just
gave
go
him
to
some
sleep.
warm milk.
Said,
Go
lay
to
down,
sleep.
lay
I
down.
got you. Do you know the story?
No, I do
Oh
not.
yeah.
It went all the way over my head.
Yeah. He
We
went
gotta
up
read.
into-
We gotta
yeah.
read that.
Yeah.
Okay, is that a book in the Bible?
It's in Judges, I think.
Yes, it's in Judges.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that man, St0ryTim3 went all up into y'all's. She was like, "Oh, come on in. Come on in." Gave him milk, everything. Pow.
Right
That
there.
nail put right through his head. Play with me.
well, he said Michelle gonna give you the business.
I'm really not. If y'all knew how scared I don't like blood, I don't like it. But hey, if it's gonna go down,
No, you'll straight. You know what? This one right here, the spirit of Ruach HaKodesh come upon her.
Yes,
She gonna-
absolutely.
She gonna turn into a completely different person.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I believe that only because it's happened to me before. Like I can't stand aside the blood. I can't do this. But if it comes down to something I need to do,
You
I
do
just
it and
do
then you
it.
fall apart later.
Yeah, and be like, I cannot.
as soon as it's
Yeah.
over, I'll go sleep, faint, do
Yeah.
whatever. Like,
But right now, I gotta get this thing
right
done.
now, your blood could be all over me. like we can. Hey, come on, Ruach.
At the end of the day, we fight for our people.
Hallelujah. Verse 36. Then said Yahudah and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary. Upon this, all the host assembled themselves together and went up to Mount Zion.
Oh, you see unity in here. Such a beautiful
Men
picture.
being unified and they
Yes.
all on one accord.
And then you also see them like the Most High, like, look, them folks don't, they uncomfortable. Do what you need to do.
Verse 38. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate and the altar profaned and the gates burnt up and shrubs growing in the courts as in a forest or in one of the mountains, yea, and the priests' chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes and made great lamentation and cast ashes upon their heads and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces and blew an alarm with the shofars and cried toward heaven. Then Yahudah appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
So it was some people up in there. Then I tore the place up. He said, "Go get them."
And then he was like, "Oh, I didn't do that." And
While he's
cleaning and getting these weeds out of this stuff. Don't need to be in here. What's this?
42. So he chose priests of blameless conversation, such as had pleasure in the Torah, who cleansed the sanctuary and bore out the defiled stones into an unclean place. They have all kind of crap up in there.
And on top of that, even though they saw how desperately that needed to be cleansed, notice that he was choosing the right people in there to cleanse that sanctuary. Even though you in this war, you may not be the one to do what this needs to be done.
Each person needs to stay in their lane.
He was like, "Hey, Thomas, we're talking." No. And then Jim was like, "No, I can do it." He was like, "No, you can't. You don't need to go fight. Thomas, I need Thomas to come and clean this. I know your life. I know what you called to do. Clean this up."
That's good, Bunny. That's powerful. Wow.
Fred Boy goes on to say, "I was thinking about those stories about our valiant women."
And when as they consulted what to do with the altar of ascending smoke offerings, which was profaned, they thought it best to pull it down, lest it should be a reproach to them, because the heathen had defiled it. Wherefore they pulled it down and laid up the stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place, until there should come a prophet to show what should be done with them. Okay, so they removed all the stuff, stuck it in a place and covered it with stones, and then said, when somebody can tell us how to cleanse this or do what we need to do with this, we'll fool with it. Right now, out of sight, out of mind. So don't nobody do worse, because we don't need y'all coming down.
And we're still in a war.
We're still in a war. Yeah, that altar, only a lamb was supposed to be burned on. And remember, they defiled it by putting a pig on there. All kind of stuff that wasn't supposed to be. It was like, I don't know if we can use this.
Nasty foolishness. That's disgusting.
And they defiled our altars now, but now we don't even have to necessarily have an altar. But they caused us to defile ourselves, and we are temples.
By the stuff we eat,
the stuff that they eat, by the stuff that we watch, by the stuff that we hear, they caused us to defile. Remember, he said, I can't curse the children of Israel, but I can tell you how to get them.
We have defiled the gates. To be defiled, to unclean things to come into the gates and defile the temples.
But just like this guy did, he said, well, you know what? I did all that I can do. And maybe you can do all that you can do. And you can be in a certain place and say, okay, what can I do now? What do you want to do? Because just like that is like, to me, it's prophetic. Let me put this temple to the side right now and clean what I can clean. And then, you do the rest. I've done what I can to the best of my ability. But And
Yes.
like any addictions, right?
Yeah.
Anything that you have an addiction with. I've done, maybe it's cigarettes, whatever. Okay, I'm no longer buying cigarettes. Yeah, I've done what I can do.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
I need you to do
I
the
need
rest.
you to do the rest
Mhm.
because this is a temple,
This is
and you have to come and stay in me.
Look at here.
I'm
What
gonna
they
get
say?
you. No, I ain't going.
This y'all knew. He's trying to call it Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. But yeah, so
Yeah.
whatever it is in your life that you can do
Yeah.
that. Do just that,
Mhm.
and then let the Most High do the rest.
Yes. Because he needs to see that you really want this. You
Yeah.
really want to do his will.
And he will send teachers your way, just like they said, we ain't gonna touch this until a prophet comes.
Yeah.
He'll send people your way and say, okay, Ruach says do this.
Yes.
The Spirit says this.
Yes.
This is what you need to do now.
Yes.
And then you just proceed and do that thing.
Yep.
Wow, this is awesome. But let's see. Then they took whole stones according to the Torah and built a new altar according to the former, and made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple, and hallowed the courts. They made also new holy vessels, and into the temple they brought the menorah and the altar of ascending smoke of offerings and of incense and the table. And upon the altar they burned incense, and the lamps that were upon the menorah they lighted, that they might give light in the temple. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table and spread out the veils, and finished all the works which they had begun to make.
Yeah, this is why they needed those priests that were clean. Like I know you guys
So
are
they know, because
clean.
they know what
Because
goes
of-
where.
Yes, because the priests have to do this.
Yeah.
They have
Just
to lay
any
their
old body
hands on
can't
them.
do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just any old body can't be setting up no menorah and the table of showbread and the altar. Just any old body can. Y'all bloody. You just came from a war. I need the priest to do this.
Yeah.
That's why everybody got to stand. Don't come from war talking about I can help. No, that's not your job.
We appreciate your heart.
There's blood on your hands.
But you can't do this.
Yeah, that altar had to be built a certain kind of way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they couldn't even go to make it fit. Nope, you better get stones that fit.
Because that was a
To
picture
build
of
the
us.
altar. Mhm.
That's a picture of us.
Oh, remember the tower?
Yeah, the tower. Yep, and how Yahushua comes in and check each stone.
Yep.
If you don't know what I'm talking about the book of
I want to say it's
Hermes. Yes, yes.
The lively stones.
Yes, the
Yeah.
lively stones, and the Yahushua was actually checking those stones, and if it had a crack, he was like, "Nope, can't have this." If it was shaped weird, he was like, "Nope, this is there is a specific shape that these stones have to be, and if they were discolored, they couldn't be." But he was still giving them time.
Yes.
So this is the same thing.
Yep.
Verse 52. Now on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month of Kislev, in the 148th year, they rose up early in the morning and offered sacrifice according to the Torah upon the new altar of ascending smoke offerings, which they had made. Look at what time story time is over.
Johnny did a cliff.
She did a straight.
I
said, I was looking, I was like, at the time, and I was like, let me look at that.
Right. I'm like, she's slowing down.
Okay, well, mark that, y'all, because I got my phone.
Okay, 54.
54. Well,
And those are doing everything according to Torah.
Everything.
And remember, this temple wasn't just no okie doke temple. So it probably don't look as good as the first one, but Yahuwah's not concerned with that.
Sure enough.
He's not concerned with that. Did you do it the way I told you to do it?
Absolutely. And remember, this is all happening because a group of people, a nation of people said, we don't want y'all operating in Torah.
Yeah.
Bring everything but Torah. Bring everything but those we don't want you honoring your feast days. We want you to. They didn't want none of that, so they defiled everything.
Yeah.
And it's such a picture today because again they got us to defile ourselves, and we are the temple. We are where Yahuwah moves, and that's why people get to see him because we are in the image of his likeness, and we are the image, basically the image and representative of him. But you see it slowly being restored.
Yes.
And again, it's coming back. Yahuwah will restore his people. It may not look like the first, just like that temple. It probably wasn't the exact same. But what you see is a picture of restoration.
Yes.
And we will be restored once again.
Because it's hard to recreate Solomon's temple. Like you can't. It was just gorgeous.
Grand.
But again, Yahuwah said, I don't care what it looked like.
Absolutely.
I care about this.
That's it.
Keep Torah.
Keep Torah.
That's what I care about.
The devil cares that you keep Torah. He said, no, smoke what you smoking. Eat what you eat occasionally. Eat it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Sleep with that man and woman occasionally. He wants you to go against, disrespect your mama and your daddy. Even if you do it, if you have a right to do it, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Anything that can keep you away from Torah, that can keep you from the blessings, he wants you to operate. The enemy cares that you keep Torah. It's like I have examples for it.
Yeah.
Like this is what happens when you keep Torah.
Yeah.
This is the power that comes with it.
Yes.
This is what your life looks like when you keep Torah.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, here's the alternative.
Yep.
Torah ain't boring.
It's really not. It's really not.
It is not.
Torah is, listen, there is life on this side. And I get where it says, well, you can have a life abundantly.
More abundantly.
I understand that.
That's this.
Because, boy, the strategy that comes with this thing, you don't get into nobody's business that you ain't got to get into. You be like, oh, that's them nations.
The joy, the peace, all that.
Absolutely.
Comes with
and
following
then
this.
you love your brother and your sister the way you were supposed to.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I constantly tell people that I don't know, how you doing, sis? And they never be like, sis. Because it's the genuineness when I'm referring to them. How you doing?
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Oh, I didn't know that was Aaron. I was gonna say,
girl, I was like, who? Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see.
I will marry her. That's what he put.
Listen, I don't know if y'all can see the comments, but I was like, wait a minute.
That's his wife.
Yes,
just in case
his wife. Yes,
people don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He
said the sister in the red hat is fine. I will marry her. Listen, she taken. Okay. By you. Yeah. All right. Order and obedience in the Torah through the Ruach HaKodesh. Y'all better tell it. Yahuwah ain't playing. He ain't playing. Good to see all that joined us.
Yes.
Glad to hear that you guys are hearing some things that is ministering to you. To y'all be the glory for real. And then good to see you, Auntie Deborah Clay. Good to see you.
Yes.
Good to see everybody.
Yes.
Seriously. Pray Boy. I just love Pray Boy.
I love that.
I love that. That's like one of my favorite names to see because it's just fun to say. Pray Boy. All right. Listen.
We're going to have you a guest one day.
Yeah, come sit in the seat.
That would be awesome.
Come sit in the seat.
Or we can come to you. Dude.
Absolutely. Give us a day and time. Let us know if we can come. You got my number. Text me. All right. With that being said, you guys, we will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. as we're digging more into the first book of Maccabees. And if y'all don't know, y'all know why they snatched it up. They don't want you to.
They don't want you.
Don't
this
wrap
is
your
power.
Some rich stuff.
This is power.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to have it.
Yeah.
Straight up. Y'all really don't know how much you blessed everyone on this chat. Oh.
To y'all be the glory.
Yeah. Y'all be the glory.
I don't know why I be down.
Because all them shishi-me's.
I'm sorry, honey. That was funny.
If y'all know me, I watch a lot of Chinese soap operas, and so they do bow a lot.
A lot.
And Nazio. All right, bye y'all.
Shalom.
See y'all.